Welcome back to Max 3 Picks. Hope you guys enjoyed your holidays. I know I did. Because guess what? Cashing those tickets, baby. Max 3 Picks, 2 out of 3 again in week 16. Oh, man, we can't stop. That's 5 consecutive weeks of cashing these tickets, having winning weeks. Listen, I don't want to say we're on fire, but I will say we're definitely heating up with our picks. Listen, man, let's get straight into that Week 16 recap. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed your Christmas, enjoyed your holidays with your friends and your family. But let's get straight back to making this money, baby. Yes, sir. Week 16 recap. Remember, we took the Lions against the Vikings. We took Lions money line. Lions beat the Vikings 30-24. Unfortunately for the Vikings, they tried to hang around a little bit, but just too many injuries. A lot of key players did get hurt on the Vikings, I will say so. Their tight end got hurt, and a couple of defensive players that got hurt too. Now, the game did get tight for a little bit, but like I told you, I felt this game was going to be a tight shootout game back and forth, but Lions eventually pulled away, got the dub there, 30-24. Cash that ticket, baby. Next, we had took the Buccaneers against the Jaguars, and Jaguars, unfortunately, did not stand a chance. I did see Trevor Lawrence. I felt like he tried to rush back in this game with his concussion and his shoulder injury. He tried to rush back into the game. He wants to, be that good locker room guy. They fighting for that to keep that playoff spot. But I felt like he rushed back too soon, and that actually hurt his team. But on the other hand, we was on the better side. Took the Buccaneers, and Baker was playing lights out, man. Lit them boys up for 30 points. I think Baker threw for, I want to say, 2 or 3 touchdowns himself. Buccaneers won the game 30-12. Cash that ticket as well, baby. But lastly, this is a pick, man, I feel like we got swindled out of. This was a swindling. We took the Texans +3 against the Browns. Now, let me retract. I did sprinkle a little on the money line, so I did feel like the Texans could win the game, but I felt like that because of one reason. The Eagles are going to have a veteran starting backup quarterback in Case Keenum. Unfortunately, that did not happen. Now, I didn't watch the game, but as far as I know, before the game started, Case Keenum was supposed to be starting quarterback. But anyway, last minute, something happened, and all of a sudden, I look up, and they got David Mills starting for the quarterback against the Browns. David Mills, man, come on now. Now, once that happened, I already knew the ticket was dead. I was hoping, I was trying to keep hope alive, trying to believe, but in my heart of hearts, I knew the ticket was dead. Joe Flacco, man, he may be elite. Joe Flacco elite is back because he threw for over 300 passing yards in this game against the Texans. Amari Cooper had a career game. I want to say he either broke a record or almost broke a record for the Browns franchise. But unfortunately, we took the L in this one. Final score, Browns 36-22. But the score does not show how bad the game was. Like, Joe Flacco and Amari Cooper, they was lighting them boys up. Like, Joe Flacco could do no wrong in this game, man. He looked like that playoff Joe. But yeah, we went 2 out of 3 in week 16. That's still a winning week. So I hope you guys roll with me again. If you did, you won. If not, hey, maybe you still won, or maybe you took the L. I don't know. But let's get straight into these Week 17 picks. Listen, people, we only got 2 more weeks of NFL regular season football. We got this Sunday, December 31st on New Year's Eve. And then we got next Sunday. But next Sunday may be a slap fest because you're going to have teams resting players and all types of stuff. Only teams that's going to be really playing harder if they're trying to get into the playoffs with that last playoff push next week. So really, this week, this is the guy I want to say for regular season, it's time to clean up. This is where you start building that bankroll up for the playoffs because what it's all about, really, build your bankroll up in these last 2 games. Get to the NFL playoffs, keep building your bankroll, and then once you got to the Super Bowl, you only got 2 options, A or B, and you got to choose, and you smash it on whatever one you choose with that bankroll, and then that's how you start kick off, that new year right with the NFL end of the year with that big bankroll in your pocket and cash those tickets, baby. So let's get straight into my Week 17 picks. Let's get it. First pick. I'm liking the Bears versus the Falcons. Currently, the spread is favoring the Bears, -2.5. I'll be taking the Bears money line. A couple reasons I like the Bears in this spot. 1, they're playing at home. 2, the past 2 consecutive weeks they've been playing at home, and they've been playing really good football. I actually watched these games. And Justin Fields, he's cleaned up some of the mistakes. The Bears are actually one of the healthier teams in the NFL right now, and their Bears defense is playing lights out, especially stopping the run. And what does Atlanta want to do? Run the ball. Atlanta's recipe for winning or trying to win is not it's not hard to read. They're going to want to run the ball and then work the play action. But they're going up to Chicago. Atlanta's an indoors team. We already know indoors team that go outdoors on the road with weather potentially can impact. They usually don't fare well. And then also the Bears are like the top-rated run stoppers defense in the league right now. So if Atlanta wants to run the ball and the Bears, what they do is stopping the run, that's going to force Taylor Heinicke to pass the ball. And we all know he's prone to make mistakes. That's why he's always been a backup. Don't get me wrong. I like the kid, Taylor Heinicke. You know, I even liked him when he was with the Commanders a year or so ago. But once the Bears stop you on the run, they're going to make you run one-dimensional, and they're going to force you into mistakes with Taylor Heinicke passing the ball, and that's what I'm predicting here. And I also like Justin Fields. It looks like he's kind of came on to the end of the season, kind of like last year. Last year, he kind of came on towards the end of the season. For that, I don't know why he does that. He starts kind of rough, but towards the end of the season, he always comes along. But he's playing. He's even trying to play good enough to try to stay on this Bears team and for next year, or putting at least good enough tape out for another team to pick him up next year. Either way, he's been playing good football the past few weeks. So give me the Bears money line against the Falcons. Can't trust the Falcons in this spot. And I dang sure can't trust the Falcons quarterback, either Heinicke or Ritter. Doesn't matter. Both of them are going to throw multiple picks. Book that. Next pick, I like a redeemer here. This is a team that's going to redeem. I like the Jaguars against the Panthers. Currently, the spread is favoring the Jaguars at home. Spread is -4, favoring the Jags. I'll be taking the Jags money line in this spot. And I just feel like right here is just a good time to win for the Jaguars. A get-right spot against a Panthers team. Yes, they kind of played good last week on the back half of the football game against Green Bay, but everyone kind of seen that was a letdown spot for Green Bay right there. But Panthers on the road this year, they are 0-7 on the road. That means when Panthers do try to play good football or attempt to stay in games, they play well at home. But on the road, they're 0-7 on the road. So they'll be on the road against a frustrated Jaguars team. Yes, I know they don't have Trevor Lawrence, but I feel like this veteran backup will do just enough to keep the game out of reach for the Panthers. And then Dougie P, he's going to dial it up. He's going to put his receivers, he's going to put Travis Etienne in good positions to make plays on this Panthers. Yes, they have a decent defense. Panthers do have a decent defense, but that defense really steps up at home. Again, Panthers are 0-7 on the road this year. Give me the Jaguars money line in this spot. Hopefully it's not a close game. Hopefully we don't have to sweat it. But ultimately, I do think the Jaguars come out on top. Book it. And then lastly, I love the Seahawks against the Steelers. Seahawks are currently favored by 3.5 points. I'm going to be taking Seattle money line in this spot. Listen, man, the Steelers got their Christmas scripted victory against the Bengals last week. Listen, you can't make this stuff up. So let me ask y'all this serious question. If Mason Rudolph was so good, right, and he can throw the ball down the field, right, and he can hit Kenny Pickens, who's been complaining all year about not getting the ball, and the other receivers, why didn't you start him? Why didn't you start him before you started Mitch the Glitch Trubisky? Or when Kenny Pickett started, kind of acting funny, why didn't you bring Mason Rudolph up? You know why? Because he's a third-string backup for a reason. Listen, don't get startled just because the Steelers, that was a good spot to bet the Steelers. I actually took the Steelers money line last week. That was just a Mike Tomlin, Steelers at home, standout game on national TV. Steelers was going to stand up and get that home win. That was just a bad spot for the Bengals. But the Steelers are being overvalued in this spot, going on the road. Listen, man, this spread should be more closer to a touchdown as far as I'm concerned. Seattle -3.5. What are Steelers going to do on offense? I can't see it. That win last week, scripted, Mason Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, saved the day, But listen, they're going up to Seattle. with that 12th man, a hostile environment. Listen, I am way more confident enough in Seattle and Geno Smith putting them up points on the offensive board than I am with Mason Rudolph, Kenny Pickett, Najee Harris, George Pickens, Najee Harris, and the other Steelers offensive can do anything. They won't be putting up 30 points this game, trust me. Book this one. If you don't take nothing else, take this Seahawks money line or -3.5, either way. But this is the one you should be pressing play on. Pushing P, baby. Steelers will not win this game. So anyway, let's recap, guys. My Week 17 picks. Book it. Bears money line against Atlanta. Jaguars money line against the Panthers. And book it, book it, book it. Seattle Seahawks money line against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Listen, guys, this is the last time you guys will see me in 2023, because next time I'll see you will be in 2024. Listen, stay safe, stay vigilant. Whatever you want to happen that you wasn't able to accomplish in 2023, still pursue those dreams and accomplishments and goals in 2024. Remember, keep your eye on the prize. Don't let no one take you off your pedestal. Don't let no one take you off your mark. Whatever you set your mind to, you can do it. So let's have a great New Year's Eve, guys. A great Sunday and cashing these tickets. Because listen, my New Year's Eve is going to consist of me cashing these tickets on Sunday. This is a great, NFL knows what they're doing, man. I'm telling you, that's why it's called sports entertainment, because they know how to entertain. They got a full slate of games on New Year's Eve, and I can't wait. Stay safe, guys. Hope you guys enjoy your New Year's Eve. See you guys in 2024. Peace.